Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com. 9:20 is the time, right back here, 9:21, but who's keeping score on this Monday morning in downtown Alton? Scott, Piasa Armory in studio with me. How are we doing, man?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Hanging in there. How's the summer been? It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, it's been quite the summer.
I'm telling you, a lot of peaks and valleys, to say the least.
That there certainly have been.
So fill me in, man. How's the Armory been right off the bat?
Oh, we got a lot of people who are ready for this unconstitutional law to go away, for sure.
Take me through this, and I'm sure because you're, involved. You're definitely involved with everything that's going on. You're always staying tuned to the news.
Yeah, we're actually party to one of the lawsuits.
That's what
as well.
I saw too. Take me through that if you could. What's going on and what are the steps being taken? Because it's not just lawful gun owners anymore, or even like yourself, merchants or providers. It's a lot of people going, man, this isn't right.
Oh yeah. So people that don't know, the state banned what they call assault weapons back in January 10th. Everything after that is not allowed to be sold to individuals anymore. So the state was nice enough to carve themselves out of the exemption list and a few choice people, but average person can no longer buy anything. That got put on hold for a little bit back in May for a couple days, and then got shut down again. So we had a Freedom Week where people could pick up some things that they had purchased, but after that, it's back on hold again. So we're in the federal appeals court level and waiting to hear an answer from them now.
Well, that's fascinating. So even folks that made purchases before all of this, they couldn't even pick up their product.
Yeah. So when you buy a gun, it's got to be we have to have a background check and paperwork done, and we can't start that paperwork till it gets to the shop now.
Wow.
So it used to be different before, but rules changed a couple of years ago. And now, so people who had bought stuff and had it sent in, they couldn't even start the paperwork and get themselves kind of grandfathered in for that law.
That's pretty rough. And, and I'm sure that's taken a toll on the business, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was at least half of our business was selling guns and items that are on the banned list.
Wow.
So it's been a tough summer.
Well, and take me through the rallying cry. I mean, it seems like all over the state, people are raising their hands going, this isn't going to happen. Has the support system for this appeal been pretty great?
Oh, definitely. So this is all grassroots funded. So it's funded through state organizations like State Rifle Association and some national groups, GOA and Firearm Policy Coalition, some other groups. And they're doing the hard work of the litigation for all these things.
Well, and with that being said, has there been any progress being made? Do you feel like that you're going to be able to hopefully have a brighter tomorrow with this appeal?
I think in the long run we'll have that, but I'm not very hopeful for the appeals court.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the panel that we got was not the most pro-gun. They asked a lot of questions, kind of leading the state on to get their anti-gun agenda out.
And now, what's the next step after the appeal? Does it go to the state Supreme Court after that?
Well, we're at the federal appeals court.
Oh, federal. Sorry. So you go to the state. You'd go to the Supreme Court after that.
Well,
right?
we're at a 3-judge panel right now, and the plaintiffs have the choice to go en banc, which is the whole appeals court, and that's the court that gave us the concealed carry law in Illinois, thankfully.
Right.
Or they can go straight to the Supreme Court. So it just depends on how fast and what the best resolution they think they'll get.
And when did you join a part of one of these of one of the lawsuits? How long have you been in the game for?
Since the beginning, since the federal circuit court level.
Wow.
So this was I believe March when our case was filed. We're with the Federal Firearms Licensees of Illinois case.
Well, and have you had any conversations with, and you don't have to name them, but any local legislators or anything about this?
Because, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, this does affect I mean, you guys are a business, you're paying taxes, and these laws do affect, commercial business.
Oh, absolutely. And our legislatures in this area are very pro-gun. There's one that's a little further south that isn't very much, but she hasn't been willing to reach out and talk to us about anything like that. But we're also not one of her constituents, so
a little different.
Don't really see her reaching out to us. But our local rep absolutely is plugged into us and was making sure everything's good to go.
Well, and I really just I wanted to ask you this last time, your perspective on this, because I mean, you're a lawful, respectful gun owner, just like 99% of Americans. Sure. I think even higher than that. What's your thoughts on these individuals that maybe take a news story and grandstand the idea that this is the way it is for everybody? I mean, for somebody like yourself that practices gun safety and all the things that are taught, I mean, that's got to be really frustrating.
It certainly is. There's a lot of misinformation and a lot of disinformation that's out there. So people that want to push an agenda, and I can't say I'm unbiased either because I'm biased on the pro side.
Right.
But the people that advocate for only government should have guns, but then the first thing they say is government, please help when they need help.
Right.
So gun owners tend to be more of the I can take care of myself and then ask the government to come in and handle it after.
Well, and the thought is that I've heard from so many people is, especially in that silo is, hey, you're supposed to be you're supposed to be our guide, or you aren't supposed to be my, over the shoulder trying to micromanage every aspect of is that kind of what
Absolutely.
the feeling is?
Yeah, absolutely. And people want their freedom and their liberty, and it's guaranteed by the state and the federal constitutions.
Well, in an argument that you're absolutely right. An argument that I've just always have had is, it seems like the lawmakers that are trying to get rid of all these gun laws, their security teams have the same weapons that you can't buy at a store. I mean,
Absolutely.
That to me would be the thing that just kills me every time. Is going, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that the magazine capacity, which is 15 for handguns, is what it is. As a lot of the police departments carry 15 round magazines.
Wow.
So they didn't want to say, well, look, all the cops can have this stuff, but the individuals can't. And there's still a lot of that going on.
Well, and on top of that, too, I'm sure you have to adapt because, we were talking, I mean, this is a huge portion of your business is selling, guns and weapons. And how do you adapt that? I mean, you got to do you alter to do more, shooting courses and all of those things?
Yeah, we're kind of limited by where we are and the business we partner with to how much classroom time we can offer. But we've also branched out into doing a lot more engraving. We bought a sticker machine so we can make custom cut stickers and printed stickers and things. So trying to stay in the gun business also, but broaden our offerings for everything that we can do.
And it seems like you have a really great, support group too of the business of the Armory.
We have a wonderful customer base, and they're awesome.
Well, and I love seeing your Facebook page because I mean, everyone has always felt. I wish I had that dedication. Scott, I think I'd be in a lot better shape.
Yeah, we have. It's funny. We look at our likes on our page, and it's more than 3 times the population of the city of Alton. So
Right.
We have people from all over the world, and we regularly chat with a gentleman from the UK about gun rights, and he has tons of questions. And have folks from all over the world that come in the area and come in and stop and say hi and shoot guns and learn about 2A.
Well, that's actually really fascinating to hear that from the UK because they, their gun laws are pretty much, you don't have one.
Non-existent, basically. They're there, but they are so heavily restricted.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Self-defense is not anywhere in their lexicon by any means.
But again, you go to Heathrow Airport in London, you're going to see almost militarants as security because of the weapons they're using. So, I mean, that's always been my argument. If you don't feel like you need it, then why is your security detail running with it?
Right. And I hate bumper sticker logic a lot, but sometimes it works. The old 1 second's count, police are minutes away. Cops do a good job and they do a lot, but look at cities like Alton. It's big and it's busy.
It is.
Average response time around the country is somewhere around 10 minutes.
Really?
So if you've ever sat and stared at somebody for 10 minutes or had 10 seconds of dead air,
it feels like 10 hours.
10,000 hours. Well, and imagine fighting somebody for your life for that time.
Well, and that's something, too, that not a lot of people talk about is being in that situation. And it's one of those where you go, well, that's rare. Well, unless you're saying it's rare now, but if you're in that situation, you're going, oh, my goodness, I get here in the half of a millisecond.
Absolutely. And actually, the CDC, one of the few studies they've been able to do on guns, because they promoted an anti-gun agenda big time.
Yeah.
Got shut down. But they had a study during the Obama administration about defensive gun use. Senator Durbin actually had that removed from their website because pressure from anti-gun groups.
Really?
But they estimated between 500,000 and 2.5 million defensive gun uses every year.
Well, and see, that's another thing that's fascinating is, making sure that the data and the study matches what we're trying to get across a lot of the times. But again, it's so people always talk, they go, well, Illinois is a left-leaning state. Well, yes and no, because we're so weird. I mean, past Springfield all the way down. Well, actually, around Springfield and all the way down.
County and Cook County are about it.
I mean, there's a lot of people that do not agree with this, and that's where I think this conversation gets a little bit larger as to, do you limit it for only, up north? If you're that worried about all this violence in Chicago, like, what are you doing here? What's your thought on that? Is there a compromise here in your mind?
And I spoke to a Senate committee or a State House committee about it, and they asked me what I would do, and I said, well, start prosecuting bad guys.
Well, yeah.
Look at Chicago's crime problem, and they know the bad guys, and they're not unleashed to prosecute the bad guys.
Right.
The county prosecutor is not doing her job, and just they have this revolving door of bad guys that do a bad thing, have no bail anymore, and out they go.
Well, and too, I was actually watching, Scott, the other day. There was a television crew that was out there filming a report of a robbery
and got
held up and robbed, and their television cameras stolen. I mean, so to me, I just think that a lot of these issues stem from up north, and they try to blanket it over all of us, but I just don't see that. Do you have a minute to stick around?
Yeah,
I want to talk about your Customer Appreciation Day and all this. Man, I love talking to you. I'm telling you, 9:31. We'll take a quick break. Daily Show on a Monday comes back to you next.
Nikki here from Newark. It was my birthday, so I told my boyfriend Vinny I wanted the best steak in Jersey. We did a Google search and hopped in the car, and 15 hours later we rolled up to George's Local Brew in Jerseyville, Illinois. It was the best steak I've ever had. They cut them fresh daily. Since it was my birthday, the owner let me spin the wheel of George's, and I won a diamond ring. And then Vinny proposed to me. Talk about the best road trip of my life. George's Local Brew, where every night is steak night.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trunked. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back to our Daily Show. Here's CJ.
And I'll turn right back around. You can see me turning. Give me one reason to steer.
Tracy Chapman might give you one reason. I'll give you multiple why you should stop by Piasa Armory. Saturday, Customer Appreciation Day. This Saturday or the following?
This coming Saturday, the 16th.
And how long have you been in business now?
This is our 11th year as a business and 10th as a storefront.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, where did you start? Was it in your house originally? Or?
Yes, it started on my kitchen table.
No way.
We actually have that table still down at the shop, so it's a neat piece of our company history we keep around.
You got to keep it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about due to be refinished, but
there you go. So on Saturday, what time do you guys open the doors up?
Yeah, we're open at 10 a.m. and be all kinds of fun stuff going on. So we do bounce houses for kids. It's a family event, so a lot of fun.
Really?
Bring everybody down. So we'll have bounce houses for kids. We throw in tomahawks. We're welcoming anybody who's got a local business who would like to come in and set a table up.
Tomahawks.
So, yeah, promote your own self. We're here as part of the community. We want to help you promote yourself too.
That's really. Is there any fee or anything?
No,
for
not
the
at all. We'll even give you a table if you need. Bring a chair, but
please bring a chair.
Yeah, we got plenty of tables around.
That's actually. So have you guys done this each year?
Yeah, we've always invited other local businesses to come in. So we'll have everywhere from custom home built homemade soap companies to companies that are selling any kinds of products to trainers and metal fab folks and all kinds of stuff.
So I feel like an absolute dunce because I mean seriously, I've driven that road hundreds of times and known of Piasa Armory for years and had no idea you've done this. And this is really cool. I mean, talk about a great way, just perfect weather. You're getting right after Labor Day.
And we did this in August for so many years, and it was always hot. And I said, you know what, we're pretty busy this August, so let's kick it back a month, and it's looking like it's going to be perfect.
Man, it's going to be beautiful out there. So this is an all ages thing, and this goes all day long?
All day long. One of the biggest things we also do is we have a cannon out, so we use an AR-15, so a scary assault weapon, to fire a soda can across our parking lot and at a target. And that we do is costs $1 a shot, but we raise money for backstoppers every year. Usually we get $400 or $500.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So folks from Godfrey Fire, I believe, are going to come out and do that this year for us and run that tent.
That's really cool. And now I got to ask you, I'm sure that sucker flies through there too.
They'll go about 75 feet.
Really?
So it's cool. We had a local soda company down in Wood River donate a bunch of expired cans. So we've been going through a pallet of soda cans.
By the way, so it brings me up to the other day, I can't say who because I'm going to get the group in trouble, but someone brought me 2 cases of soda and they go, listen, it's past the sellout date, but I almost caught it. But it's a Monday, but you can still drink them. So like for a week, Scott, I'm going, this is like water down in, down south. I don't know if I can trust this.
Just give it a little bit of a rotation. It'll be fine stuff.
I Googled it, and that's what they said to do. And so I'm sitting pretty clear. No need to shoot them out of it,
Yeah, this stuff's about 2 years old now, so
never mind. Yeah, just shoot them. So would that be any of the activities? They're all free. The tomahawk throw and everything.
Tomahawk throwing's free. The only things we charge for. We'll also have we do the band gun shooting, which is always fun. So one of the things we do are manufacture, and we paid the state and federal fees so we can have machine guns and silencers. So we've got a machine gun you can come down and shoot for a fee, a belt-fed gun that we haven't turned into a machine gun yet that you can come down and shoot for a fee, and an old-school Gatling gun that you can also run. So a lot of fun. And that's anybody who's 8 and over and signs one of our range safety waivers.
This is freaking cool, man.
So you'll be down there shooting the machine gun with us.
Okay, that's the next show intro. Yeah. It's just going to be me with that Gatling gun bouncing all over the place, Well, and see, how important is it for you, man, to get the families, to get the young kids, maybe not, I'm not saying loving guns for anyone that's going, oh, what the heck, but just familiarizing them.
So our company motto is creating a culture of responsible gun ownership. And that starts at every age. So anybody who is, we absolutely welcome people who are against guns because we want them to come and have some knowledge, learn about them. And if you never want to touch one again, no problem. But at least you understand what it is, how it works, and how to be safe around one. That's actually a great point because a lot of people do not, we've talked about this before, they stick in their silo. And, to be able to say, listen, you might not like what I have to say, but if you want to learn about this, the opportunity's there. And we will never shout somebody down. Same with our Facebook page. We don't ban people for, we have plenty of people who come in and want to be on the opposite side. And that's no problem. You'll get some flack from the pro gun side. Right. As a page, we definitely don't, unless you start getting pretty crude and hateful. We're about a half dozen people over the last dozen years we've ever banned, so nothing to worry about. I think one of our competitors did that in 30 minutes the other day. Okay, with that being, I'm going to get in trouble on a Monday. But I really think it's so important to have those conversations. Absolutely, because people think I don't know how you feel. It seems like everyone thinks we all have to agree the same. Everyone's got to think the same way now, and there's not. It's just being responsible, but also being able to have a conversation. Right, and diversity of opinions, how we grow as a society. Yeah. Man, this is so cool with this. Now, what type of food are we going to have there? This year, we're doing nachos. We've got a vendor bringing ice cream down, and we're working on a barbecue company, but haven't got a firm commitment from them yet. Hang tight. That's a tease in the radio business, So for sure, nachos, and those will be free. We'll be giving out sodas as well for folks who are getting a little thirsty from all the cannon shooting. Don't shoot that soda, though. No, it's still good to drink. Yeah. Well, talk about a lot of people when they do their customer appreciation, they don't really do it like this. It's kind of like, come in, it's free to show up. If you want to, kind of be a part of it and contribute, great. But this is really a customer appreciation day. Yeah, the reason we exist is because of the people that have bought from us and who might buy from us in the future. So we'd like to give back and say thanks for making us what we are.
If you're just tuning in, nachos, a potential of barbecue, some great weather, and a Gatling gun. What else could you want on a Saturday in Alton? You know,
and turn the kids loose in the bounce house for a while. You go and play around with the fun stuff.
Well, and that's what's cool. Now, how long does the event go until?
We go until 4 officially with most of the stuff, and we're there normal hours till 6.
That's just fantastic. And now, with that being said, I mean, is there an opportunity? Because I know it's a busy day. I'm sure there's a lot of people. Can people stop in and maybe get some insights on upcoming courses that you're teaching?
Absolutely. We also keep that info on our website, Piasa Armory.com, and then on our training page, it's got a list of all the courses that we offer and then a schedule for that too. So we have some limitations. Again, we've lost some trainers that taught some of the medical classes and some other things, but working to add on more like kids firearm safety and expand back into the medical classes again.
I really like the kids' firearm safety though too. And someone that grew up hunting on Sundays, I was the kicker.
Sure.
Not the good one. I was the guy that kicked my first bird. I kicked up. I killed.
Yeah.
And kicked it right in the head. I didn't know what it did. But I mean, all those things. I mean, to me, it's like I'm so happy that I was open. My world was open to it. So I knew that it's not this scary. The world's ending tomorrow topic. It's just
we've had some people who came in and just tried shooting something small or just got an education and left with a big smile on their face and their worldview changed big time.
There's no better feeling and stress reliever than leaving that gun range,
Certainly.
Now, we were talking during the break, guys, and you've been a little bit busier getting your certification, so you're stepping into the courses a little bit more for right now?
Yeah, so I hadn't been the instructor for most of the carry classes for the whole time we've been doing it. I'd help out with it, but our main trainer's down sick, unfortunately, got hurt in connection with his military service.
Oh, man.
Is on recovery mend, so...
Best of luck, seriously, if you're watching.
He'll be back around. But
Good.
So as part of that, I'm stepping in, and we added and refreshed our curriculum, so it's not the same old boring stuff we've been teaching for the last 5 years.
So what else have you been working on? I mean, what I think's so cool is the fact that, because there are some, just like everything, there's bad apples in every crowd. And you have some folks that make the national news because the national news knows, okay, that's the company we're going to pick on because this guy's a Yahoo. But I mean, you've always done things the right way with education, certifications, and really just the awareness to the community of, hey, we aren't these scary, you can't approach us people, come in and talk.
Oh, yeah. And we're also not the same old place.
Yeah.
So it's the place that you go into and they say, here's what you need because this is what I said you need. So our goal is to help you through your process. If it's you walk in the door and ask a question and leave, that's fine. Or if it's come in to get completely outfitted for whatever you're doing, hunting, self-defense, any other trips, then we'll get you all the way through all the stuff.
Now, have you had some, I'm sure there's been all walks of life that come through the door.
Absolutely.
Have you had maybe the 70 to 80-year-old come in the door yet? That's ready to have you had that? That's even newer too.
Absolutely, we have a lot of people who are brand new in the gun world.
Wow.
Even still, people who are been around longer, or people who are brand new in the ability to own guns. And the same thing time after time is, this world's getting a little crazy. I'd like to be able to protect myself if I'd like to.
Wow. Well, and see, I just find that fascinating because, I mean, you're right. And I'm just from my general kind of watching through the weeds, but in the thick of it, I could see that so many people that are just saying, I'm going to go in. Just the people I talk to with concealed carry classes the same way. It's, our classes are full all year round because people are wanting to be safe than sorry if that situation ever arises.
Absolutely. And we run 30 to 40 people through a class every month and along with the renewals. So we've gone through a whole lot of people who are ready to step up and protect themselves.
That's just incredible. Are you still doing engraving?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, what's the hardest part of the engraving and sticker job?
Pictures. Finding the right picture.
Is it the sizes too in the pixels?
Yeah. If you get a real low res picture, it's tiny and it comes out looking like Japanese videos. So you have to start with a good quality picture.
Well, and with that too, do you do the wraps of the stocks and all of that?
No, that stuff we're not into yet.
Man, that's some wild stuff.
Yeah, we would like to get into Cerakote. We have not found somebody who's able to do that for us yet. So if you happen to be good at painting and need a place to call home, then
If I can do that for you today, Scott, that'd be a victory. There are I think I can do it.
Yeah, there's not a certified Cerakoter on this side of the river that there's some folks who do it, but a lot of people look for that certification from the company.
Well, and it's that safety net too of knowing, just like everything you do. It's
like with the laser. When we bought that, we went and took a week's training with it, and from somebody who was in the industry and taught us all the tips and tricks and how to figure stuff out. Coming back and hearing people talk about they have no clue how to turn the machine on after they buy it with no training. So we hit the ground running, and we had 20 people, 30 people through the door buying laser engraved stuff the first day I was back from training with it.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, absolutely.
Well, and see, that's what I think is fascinating is that a lot of what you've done, just when we talked about last time in here, I mean, your customers are like, yes, please. Mm-hmm. We need this. Are there just not that many opportunities around, or are you guys just always evolving?
Yeah, that too. But there are not many opportunities. There's, there's box stores. Sam's Pawn does a great job.
Yeah, they do.
He works hard on his gun business also.
Yeah, they do.
Farm and Home, the guys at the counter up there do a good job. But having a shop that's dedicated gun store in Alton is, it's our passion. So, yeah, Sam's, like I said, does great, but his business is also pawn.
Yeah.
Farm and Home's business is also Farm and Home. So when our business is just gun stuff, that's where we draw our whole focus, and we put all of our passion into.
Well, and two, I mean, even if I found the weapon of choice at a different location, I'd still feel confident going, hey, Scott, I'm looking at this. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. And that's one thing we absolutely offer too is, if somebody, it doesn't matter where you bought it from, they didn't show me how to take it apart. Come in, we'll teach you. I don't know how to clean this gun that I got from Grandpa or that I bought from this other place. We don't care. Come down, we'll teach you.
I shouldn't say this. So one year, my mom got my dad over under one of these guns we're hunting, and opens it on Christmas. We go, use it. He comes back and cleans it. My mom knocked it off the kitchen counter.
Oh no!
And I will never forget that 5 minutes of, oh my God, this thing's broke. And we had it was like surgery. The neighbor came over and was putting it back together. We didn't know the best, but you know what? You don't have to worry about that if you got Scott over here teaching you the right way to do it.
One of our favorite things is the bag of gun. Somebody takes their gun all apart to clean it and forgets how to put it back together.
No way.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
Is there like a run-of-the-mill line you give the guy?
Just about.
Or a girl?
Should not have done that, but bring it in, we'll fix it. It's no problem.
So let's circle back to Saturday. This is really cool. At 10 a.m., you're opening your doors for the public to come down. And once again, if you could overview this for us, because, man, this is really awesome.
Yeah, it's a blast. So we're saying thanks to our customers for 10 years in business, 10 years of storefront business. So shooting all kinds of cool guns. We'll have displays of other neat stuff now that it's banned. So supporting some local charity with backstoppers and doing all kinds of fun stuff for the whole family.
If you want your chance at nachos, bounce houses, machine gun, Gatling gun. Yeah, tomahawks. Yeah, I forgot about that one. This is the perfect thing, man. I mean, really for all ages, too. That's what I really like about this. Mm-hmm. And is there anything else that you wanted? I mean, I've kept you for 30 minutes. I'm sorry about that, man.
That's what I'm here for.
I guess I am, too. With that being said, is there anything else you guys have coming up that you want to fill us in on?
Next thing that we're adding to our offerings are some home protection and preparedness classes. So a lot of folks have asked us, what should I keep around the house to be ready? And, people forget about all the times we've had pretty good sized disasters in this area. Think of the 93 floods and even the ones a couple of years ago that, if the water goes out at the house, what do you do? If, a tornado comes and destroys your neighborhood, what's next?
Right.
So we'll have a class pretty shortly here. I'll finish up the curriculum for it that will be able to help you out with that.
That's incredible. One last thing I wanted to ask you about, and it's completely off topic, off the record, but on the air. I was seeing this advertisement online with these pepper spray gun balls. Mm-hmm. Have you had any experience with these?
I have had some experience with those. So I was a cadet for Alton PD for a while.
Okay.
Back in the day, and I got to experience one of those.
Do they work?
The one that I got worked.
Okay. See, I was wondering because I was going, well, maybe for somebody that doesn't have the strength in their mind to hold the firearm, this could be a little bit of a. I just wanted to ask you about.
Sure. In general, we recommend if you're going to use pepper spray that you use a gel because it doesn't aerosol like a regular liquid spray will. You're still going to get a little bit of joy from the pepper spray back on you. So you need to be prepared for that. But understand that kind of stuff doesn't always stop bad guys.
Right.
Bad guys can be very determined to do bad guy things.
Well, especially if they're on meth or anything like that. Too,
and having a spicy bad guy is just doesn't do much, unfortunately, sometimes.
Wow. Well, and I'm glad I asked you. I just saw that and thought, hell, Scott's here. Might as well ask him before I.
Yeah, there's
take
a
break.
lot of things out there that are good, bad, gimmicky, not gimmicky.
Yeah.
So please ask. If you have questions, ask them. We're on Facebook. We're on email. We're at the shop. We're happy to answer it for you.
PiasaArmory.com. That is PiasaArmory.com. I hope to see you Saturday for a friggin' awesome event, man. This is going to be fun. Scott,
It always is.
Always enjoy talking to you in studio. Have a good rest of your Monday.
You as well.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, wrap up the 9 o'clock hour as the week's starting right here in downtown Alton.